Hey Liam, can you kind of describe the transition to the run and shoot for an offensive lineman? Obviously, with the air raid, you guys were playing in some pretty wide splits. I imagine those are more narrow now. And can you kind of describe what it's like making that transition and what else you guys are doing now that you weren't doing the last 3 years?
Everything's pretty much similar. We got a lot of similarities, just different names for different plays, and just different terminology that we're learning from vertical set to now more of a slide set. Um, there's not much change. You're going to see us getting after people, and I mean, we're going to have an explosive offense this season. So just watch out for that.
And how much can you learn from Coach Weber, who I think has been around coaching for at least 40 years or something like that? Obviously, you probably learned a lot from Mason Miller, but what else can you kind of pick up from someone who has that much experience?
Yeah, that dude has he's a mastermind at the offensive line. He knows what he's doing. Credit to Coach Miller for getting us ready, and he's done a great job for us, and we wish him the best of luck in Mississippi State. But Coach Weber's come in, and all we can do is me, Abe, and Josh can try to just lead this group and make his job easier. Because I mean, we played a lot of games, and Coach Weber has different techniques that he's teaching us. But it's different when you get into games. So we're just trying to help and bring the young guys up and make Coach Weber's job the easiest as possible.
Who's playing on the first team offensive line right now next to you and Josh and Abe? Is it Brian Green at center and then Jarrett Kingston also playing on the number one O line right now?
Every spot's open. My spot's not solidified. Abe's spot's not solidified. That's just the way I think. Every year I go in the training camp, I think my spot can be taken. So I'm gonna play as hard as I can. Abe's gonna play as hard as he can. Josh is gonna play as hard as he can, and there's other spots that are open. So I don't think there's anything that's solidified right now. I could get COVID next week, and somebody else could have to step in. So we have to get everybody ready.
All right, Zach from Coug Fan, go ahead.
Hey Liam, have you and Abe had any conversations about potentially switching roles if Cameron Cooper is to start, not necessarily switching positions, but just him having to worry more about the blind side and you sort of being on the front side of the quarterback?
No, not at all. It's like asking you to write with your left hand if you're a righty. You have to switch your whole stance. You have to flip the plays in your mind. We're not worried about that at all right now. We're just ready to attack. Whoever's going to be our quarterback is going to be our quarterback. We're going to roll with it. Whoever for the 6 games, we're going to roll with it. Whoever's in for, I mean, it could be switched up every game. Whoever quarterback plays, we're going to roll with it. And I think Coach Weber just instills in us just to play hard and compete, and that's what we're going to do.
Thank you.
All right, Dale Grimmer, go ahead.
Liam, Ron Stone mentioned, kind of singled out the fairly common phrase of "Go Cougs" as something maybe a particular means something different maybe to the defense, or is it just the whole team that's adopted that motto? Or
I think it's Go Cougs. I think
Go
it's
Cougs. Yeah,
CODE Cougs, and that's what the defense runs by. I mean, that's what they run by. I mean, they have a great defense coming in. I don't know if you've looked at Wyoming's stats the past couple of years, but they've been a damn good defense. And you know what? We're just going to run by our own model, and we're just going to finish every play. You're going to see us attacking dudes on and off the field. So I would just keep your eyes open for the offense. Defense is going to do their thing, and I think collectively with Coach Rollo, he's brought in a great mindset for our whole group. So we're just going to attack and just play football.
What do you kind of expect from the defense in terms of, is it going to be more aggressive, would you say?
I think defense has to be aggressive all the time. Get 12 or 11 men to the ball, I don't think there's anything specific about defense. I don't play defense. I just read defenses. And I'm not worried about them at all. I'm never really worried about the defense. All I can do is my job at the end of the day.
Thank you, Liam.
Yep.
All right, Cody, go ahead.
Hey, Liam, I know this offensive line group last year was, an especially tight group. And I'm just wondering how, I assume it's the same, but how has that kind of dynamic changed, losing Fred and Rob and then, adding in some new guys to that starting group? Like what is the mindset of the offensive line as a group?
Attack, finish everything that we can possibly. Get 1% better every day. If you're doing that every day, then you're improving. You never want to see a decrease, especially in our group as an offensive line. We've had guys play. Brian Green has played, Jared Kingston has played, Hunter McGinnis has played, Kate Beresford has played. So we're just trying to get everybody ready for any possible position, because with this whole situation in COVID, you don't know who's going to be in and who's going to be out. So getting everybody ready is probably our first plan, and then we just go from there. And whoever's next up on the schedule, that's who we play, and we're going to attack.
Is there an increased kind of focus on, guys being able to play multiple positions this year, just with all the uncertainty that could happen?
I think as an offensive lineman, if you want to be versatile and you want to make it to the next level, you have to know every position. If I need to play center, I'll play center. If I need to go move back to left guard, I'll move back to left guard. Whatever. Everybody's got to know the whole offensive line, because we want to play as we want to play as a nickel, not a 5 pennies. And I think Coach Miller really instilled that in me, and I really try to just take that on with our group, and we got to play as one, as collectively. So knowing the whole offense and knowing each position and what they're going to do, that just makes us that much more successful.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, we have time for 2 more. So go ahead, Rob Jesselson. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was just going to ask about COVID and making sure guys are staying ready. I'll rephrase it, though. Liam, as a senior leader of this team, and, we've seen the coronavirus spread through, football teams at every level, the NFL, college, high school. So what are you telling guys as a leader of the team? What are you telling them in terms of staying, healthy and staying safe, both on and off the field?
Yeah, there's a lot of students back here, and quite frankly, we don't know what they're doing outside of football. And, there's guys above the age who can go out and go do their thing. But, as a group, if you truly love this game, you'll sacrifice. And I kind of stay in my own bubble. I go to the facility, I do my thing, I do my tests, and, I won't be outside. I'll be in my house and, relaxing with my roommates, hanging out with my dog, and doing as much as possible as I can to, stay safe and, take protocol to that.
Has there been anybody on the team who has maybe stepped up and, told guys to, have a similar plan to you, stay home and kind of just do your own thing?
There's a lot of leaders on the group, and I think each leader at the position group knows. We kind of all have a group chat, and we kind of, tell each other, I know Jihad's taking care of the linebackers, I'm taking care of the O-linemen, and, we just take care of each other at the end of the day. But we all got each other's position groups on lockdown, and, we're just ready to play this season.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, Theo.
Hey, Liam, just to follow up on Rob's question, how has the process been as far as the COVID-19 testing stuff before practice, and how strange is it to have that nasal swab up your nose every day? And then is there any nerve when you're waiting for the results to come in? And can you kind of just describe how the team is adjusting to doing that every day now?
They have the right protocols up. They're trying to keep us safe. They're trying to keep us healthy, whatever it takes. Whether we have to do it multiple times a day, I'm fine with it. Some guys have gotten it, and it's probably not the greatest situation to be in, because I don't think a lot of people out there realize that it's a real pandemic going on right now. So whatever goes on and whatever we have to do, we're gonna do it. And we all just want to play football, and so whatever it takes, that's what we're gonna do.
We talked to Justice Rogers and Renard Bell yesterday about the NCAA waiver allowing seniors to kind of come back and play again next year. Have you thought about your own situation, and then would you kind of consider coming back in 2021 if the situation was right for you?
I just take every day by day. I've been around Coach Leach for the longest, and I bet you've heard this for the longest. Take every day and attack every day by day. You can't worry about the future. You can't worry about the past. I'm not really thinking about that right now. I know what position I am in. And as a leader right now, all I can do is just get the guys ready to play right now.